Alright, well, I've cleaned up the skin a little bit around his mouth. Took about an additional half hour. I'm not very good at it. But it looks pretty decent. It's weighted pretty well, so the animation should be fairly quick anyway. And he opens his mouth to eat like a rabbit or something. That'd be alright. Now let's put the bones in for the tongue. Oh, also, I had to move this bone right here, as you can see. I just connected it to the spine. I had it a little shorter up here earlier, and it was distorting these verts way too much, so I had to rebone it. Now it works a lot better. So anyway, let's bone the tongue in. We can probably stick it to here. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Bone edit shouldn't matter. Okay, let's get off this. Apparently it likes the left angle. Let's see, with the tongue though, do I really want a bone? I want it to stick out. But I do want it to travel with the snake. So I could just make it part of the hierarchy, and then it doesn't really need a bone to move, it'll just be going out. Yeah, actually it does need a bone, but apart from the spine. So depends how you want to animate the tongue. For me, I'm just going to make a simple animation where it will stick out, which will be animated, had nothing to do with the bone really, and maybe his tongue will, like the end part, will flap up and down, and I can make it so his tongue goes up and down too. Well, we'll see. We'll add some bones, and I don't want to animate it. I can animate it different ways then. I'll create bone mode still. We won't get fancy and make each part of his tongue. We'll just do that. Alright, that looks alright. Then we'll skin it again. Hopefully this will be a little faster. Gotta create bone mode. See, let's name the bones so I don't get confused. Back. skin. We'll add those bones now. Everything except the nub again. Let's give that a try here. Alright, probably too many bones, but that's alright. Could have made his tongue longer. Well, but I'm not going to. Okay, so the skinning's pretty done now. The next part is the difficult part. It's animating a snake. Now, when I did this before, when I got in the game, I used a spline and had it move along it. And I set up a constraint where his head remains right here at 0, 0, 0. And then I would just move the spline, and then that would move the body. And it worked pretty well. The only problem before was I think I had an X-form problem, so the snake wasn't actually on the ground. He was in the air, like raining on people, which looked kind of cool, but won't really work in the game. So I need to redo that, and we'll do it like this. First, I'll set out a path. Well, first I want to think about how many movements the snake's going to have. He's going to have a walk loop. They call it in the engine. For him, it's a slither loop, but we'll just name it walk loop, and just have him slither a couple times forward. Then there needs to be an idle animation, which maybe I'll just have his tail wag and his tongue stick out a little bit. And swimming animation, we can just use the walk animation. Snakes tend to swim kind of like they slither. What else do we need? There's a scared animation, and I might want to add a coil, have him coil up. I think it might be tough to make him coil, but it would look pretty cool. We can give it a try. So let's do something I know here first that will sort of work. And this is going to be, we'll do this in the next part actually. I think I'm running out of time here, so let's end this.